From Sora, you next went to Wankhen, right? So tell us what is
Yes.
Wankhen all about? Because we had not visited Wankhen during your trip to Meghalaya back in 23.
Okay. So Wankhen is a gateway village for another trek. So why, for the previous point, why we could not do Rainbow Falls is because we were doing 4 treks in 5 days. So we
Okay.
had to sort of ration and conserve our energy. And Wankhen is a gateway to another trek which we did. I can't really pronounce its name. You can look it up. It's called Bamboo Trek. Okay.
Okay.
So what it essentially means is it's just, I think, 6 kilometers worth hiking on top of a, I mean, not on top, it's on the verge of a gorge or cliff, if I may call it. And it's 1,000 feet cliff drop under your feet, essentially. So there are 6 sticks of bamboo holding together. We're walking on those, and under your feet, you can see 1,000 feet cliff drop. That's how the whole trek is. Amazing experience. Uh, uh, a challenge for people who have height phobia, but
Yeah.
it's very safe. Definitely very, very safe because the local villagers use it for their day in, day out
Okay.
routine and they maintain it very well. So wherever there is some sort of a weight restriction, they've put very clear indicators that this section cannot have more than 5 people at one time. So, and it's absolute bamboo all through. There's no concrete holding it together, nothing of that sort. 100% au naturel, as they call it in France. But that's what it is. And there are so many water puddles and streams and natural waterfalls again that you will see on the way. Pristine beauty. Like you can see the bottom of the river, even if it is 20 feet deep.
Yeah.
I can put some videos on your YouTube
Yeah.
video if you have time for that. But yeah, that's what it was.
So again, one point which you mentioned, it is built by the locals. I think that is another thing which you will see while visiting Meghalaya. All these places which are tourist attractions for us are basically built by the locals as a means of daily comfort or ease to carry out the daily activities, to go across villages or carry luggage or the single decker
Yeah.
wood bridge. Everything has been built by locals using the means provided by nature, right? It's not something you will find as concrete roads or everywhere. I think it's built using the natural resources.
I think there is a reason behind it. One reason is I think there are certain local regulations and laws which are specific to Meghalaya, wherein the land is, I mean, for example, if you compare Maharashtra or Karnataka or other states in India, land by default is owned by the government, and whatever you have purchased from the government is yours. It's not the same way in Meghalaya. So the land
Okay.
is default is owned by the community there. That's why they have to ensure its upkeep and best usage or whatever. And that's why they are so invested in maintaining that land on their own. So it's a community effort. It's not something that government is doing. I may be wrong, but it's not something that the government is sort of mandating them to do. And that's what the best part is for them.
Okay. So, anything else you explored in Wankhen, or was it just the bamboo trail hike?
No, so on the way, so I can't swim worth anything. Like I can't even, keep myself afloat for 2 minutes. My wife can, but I'm not afraid of water and all that. So we did diving and all that, all these things in Wanken because, as I said, like all these places are maintained by local villagers.
Yeah.
So they have life jackets and all these things everywhere you go, and that makes it really, really safe. So we had a GoPro, and must at least explore getting a GoPro on rental if you're going to Meghalaya. Unbelievable quality footage you will get. Like I can share some samples with you, but unimaginable beauty. So that's what we did. Like we did swimming in natural lakes and natural river streams, and we did camping and all this stuff. But that was all on the way to Bamboo Trek. So we started early in the morning,
Okay.
5:30 our routine, and then we came back around 4. So it takes a whole day. And then I explored the village. Like it's a very tiny, really like not more than 1,000 people live there, honestly. So, but really friendly people. And what is Wankhen famous for? Let me give you an example. So I'm sure we all have brooms in our house, right? So
Yeah.
the feathers that are, in the brooms, Meghalaya is the largest producer in the world for those feathers.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot of village, kids essentially helping out their parents and picking up that stuff on top of their head. Really nice folks. Their smile is amazing, and that's what it was. Yeah, a really nice place, pretty people, nice, awesome place in terms of living with the local people, how they live essentially. It's nowhere similar to what you'll have in big cities and all that, but
Correct.
that's not what you're going to Meghalaya for, right? Essentially.
Correct.